This is Core Conversations with Natalie Baggio.
Welcome back to Core Conversations. Today, we are talking about our workforce development and stabilization plans, specifically around our Student Nurse Apprenticeship Program. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Appreciate having me today.
It's great to have you. And please introduce yourself to our listeners today.
My name is Jeanine Bussa. I have worked for Corewell. It's going to be July, actually. I was going to say next month. That's already July. 16 years.
Wow. And
Yes.
let's see, I've been here 9 years now.
Okay.
Just celebrated my 9th anniversary
Wow.
this month as well.
Wow.
And I remember meeting you.
Do you?
When you were working in the pre-surgical area.
Yes. Yep. So the last 8 years, I've been in the pre-surgical area. Yep.
And you always were in there with a positive attitude, helping patients, helping
love
the
my job.
nurses. I could tell. It was
Yep.
very evident how happy you were doing what you were doing.
Thank you.
But then I think I really got to know you when we launched our Student Nurse Apprenticeship Program.
Exactly.
And you and I had a nice conversation about your career aspirations. And I'd love for you to share with the listeners kind of your background even before we met.
Okay.
And then what inspired you to go back to school to become a nurse?
Okay, sure. Actually, this is my third career. So I worked in the airlines, I worked in the dental field, and I have always wanted to go into nursing. And working with the patients, I started at Corewell because I needed health benefits.
Okay.
So my husband was just ill at the time, and we lost our health benefits. Best decision I ever made to work for Corewell. So I started there, and I kept on picturing myself what the nurses were doing. And I just felt like, gosh, I could really do that. I really want to do that. I want to have more engagement with the patients. So then I had a volunteer that came up to me and said, did you read in the paper that the state of Michigan is offering scholarships for people who want to go back to school? So I applied. I got it. And then I meet you. So I started doing my prerequisites. Then I find out I'm going to have this fabulous opportunity to work and go to school, stay at the same place that I'm at. And all my clinicals were at Corewell. And it was so comforting for me. So my family said to me, I have 3 boys. My family said to me, what are you doing? You're, 55 years old. You're going back to school. And it was the best decision I ever made.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm really pleased that this program allowed you to fulfill that passion of yours and goals, career goals. And, what the apprenticeship program aims to do is to allow you to work and go to school at the same time. But what you're learning in school can be applied through your day-to-day work.
Yes.
And did you really feel that and see that come alive?
Definitely. The most important thing that people need to know is you also need to have health benefits. So you want to go back to school and you have to work. But then I'm working and keeping my health benefits.
Yeah.
And definitely while working and going to school, it was easier for me. I was able to, my experience helped with school, but not just that. Then I'm going to school, and now what I'm learning in school, it's reverse. School is helping me with my job. So it just made me want to just continue and continue.
So it made it a possibility.
Total possibility.
And
I never would have had that.
And I love how you just said that it really made it easier to work and go to school. I mean, that's what the program is set to do. And that's really, it's rewarding to hear that you actually felt that.
Natalie, I never would have been able to do it otherwise.
Yeah.
So, and I worked, so the 2 years of full-time schooling, I worked every Saturday, Sunday. So you were able to make that possible. You worked with my managers and it was great. And then what I was learning on the weekend, I would bring to school. It was really great opportunity.
Yeah. So that application
Yes.
was realized. And, I just have to say, like, working with our academic partners too, they've been such a great asset to ensuring programs like this are successful and help not just our employees, but our community be able to enter careers into healthcare.
Right.
Because when I think about the work that I do every day around keeping care local, continuing to grow a workforce, it takes more than just our health system to make that become a reality.
Right.
So, and I know you had a great experience with your educators and teachers through the nursing program.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The whole experience has been positive. And what was really neat about it with the educators that I worked with, a lot of them are employees of Corewell Health. Yeah. So that even made it, a little even more comfortable.
Yeah, having that synergy between their clinical practice and then being able to teach that in a space where maybe not everyone has access to healthcare or a career in healthcare.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And so important about that. Everyone is afraid to ask questions when you're in school because you're nervous. But having my instructors that I saw all the time at the hospital, such an easy transition.
Help build those relationships.
It really did.
And made it more successful.
It really did, yeah.
So you've made it through the program.
Yes.
You're one of the first people to graduate in the program. And now, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh, fabulous. Could you tell how happy I am? I said to my manager, I'm like, when Friday comes and I know I have to work Saturday, Sunday, I'm like, I'm happy. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to work tomorrow. I love my job. I work every Saturday, Sunday, no matter what. I do 2 12-hour shifts. And I take care of the intake of any emergencies that come into surgery. So I prepare the patient for surgery. A little bit different on the weekends. We don't have 10 ORs running at the same time, just the one. So then I'm also able to, if needed, go back into surgery. And then I also recover that patient, either to go back to the tower or to go home.
So you're working Saturdays and Sundays, 12 hours a day. I can tell you love your work, but what truly, like, how would you put it into words on how much you enjoy it?
So when I think of myself, putting myself in the position of the patient arriving, and it's mainly all emergencies, like I told you, on the weekend. And I love being able to offer comfort to the patient when they arrive and to let them know, don't be scared. And the most important thing that I tell the patients when they roll off to surgery is, you're in great hands. We're going to take great care of you.
Yeah. And I can tell that you truly believe that.
I do.
Yeah. And that is one of the things nurses have a superpower, is to help patients understand what to expect, what's coming, and how to help them feel cared for and that compassion.
And it's not only the patient. It's the family members. Oh my gosh. So many times after that patient rolls off to surgery, I have the family tell me, oh my gosh, you were so comforting and you were so informative. And that's why they're scared. They just don't know what's going to happen.
And sometimes it can be more, the family can be more anxious and scared than sometimes the
they
actual
ask all the questions.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and
correct.
it's great that you're there caring for the patient and the family and being an advocate for the patient.
Yeah.
So you're still in the space where I first met you, and now you're practicing as a nurse.
Yes. Isn't that fabulous?
It is. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's kind of full circle moment.
It is. It's a little overwhelming, actually. It's a smooth transition, and that's what I loved about the program. I didn't feel like I was starting a new job. It's so nerve-wracking when you're starting somewhere new, and I just slid in.
So you graduated in
December.
It's July, and you're already working in other units.
I am.
Right? So you're expanding your career and experiences in nursing, and I'm really proud of you for doing that. It's very similar to my career path as a nurse. Yeah. I took every opportunity to learn different types of practice and different areas to focus on. And I found it very rewarding. So I hope you'll find that rewarding too and beneficial in your career.
I already do. I worked 1 day a week, the last 4 weeks in the Heart Center. And now the Heart, so I'm helping them. And as of this week, the Heart Center has hired more employees. So I will now move on and I will learn another area in the hospital, which potentially is wound clinic. And a lot of people don't float to wound clinic. So that's going to be a new thing for me also. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Good. I think it'll just help you expand your skill set.
Completely.
And your thought process and your clinical thinking and lots of benefits.
It's very important when you look at the patient, you look at the entire patient.
That's right.
And it really is important to have experience to, you can relate and help them. Yeah.
Well, it's been wonderful to be able to see you grow and fulfill your dreams.
Thank you.
And I'm glad we have a program here locally that allows not just our employees, but community members to have the similar experience if they want to enter a career in healthcare. What would be one thing you would give advice to, or someone who's thinking about a career in healthcare or one of our pipeline programs?
Oh, my advice would be don't hesitate and let them help you. Because once you enter a program, you guys do not forget about the person that they're helping. I had so much support, and they need to know that because you enter things and you don't have that support, and then you don't wind up staying. And I had so much support through the entire program.
Wow.
So that my one thing is take that leap, regardless of what age you are. You can do it.
Yeah. I think that's great advice. And just believe in yourself sometimes. Yeah, that makes a difference.
What was great for me is that I have 3 boys that watched me go through this. And they're like, wow, if my mom can do it in her 50s, I have no excuse to not complete anything. So very empowering.
Well, we're lucky to have you here in our community, serving our patients. And thank you for joining me today on the podcast.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for joining us on Core Conversations. We'll see you next week.